and that can't be allowed for. That has to change. This little break that they've had between map 1 and 2, it had better get Vitality fired up.
Well, here we go then. The all-important pistol. Team Vitality starting on the T side, just to know that. We are going to see them with a couple of smokes, a couple of flashes, and a P250 for Mages. No Kevlar on him, and an A execution, but actually 4 players in towards the Palace here. So this is going to be a very fast-paced round here. Smoke deployed, flashes going over. We're getting to the action straight away, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what they can make of it.
Let's see, Nerds looking for a kill. It's Madden instead to open up on Mirage. Spinks gets 1 in return, and that's not going to clean off space. They need more. Saiwu with the other P250. He cuts down DR at range, and they should be scared to fight him here. He's one of the best players in the world with this weapon. Nerds, though, not afraid. Still fighting him with a USB. A 2-on-3. Madden and Snappy trying to hold on to this round for Ence. If they get the good start here, who knows what can happen. It's Spinks answering back. A 3rd kill of the round now for him, as Madden is left on his own.
What can he make of it? Certainly possible. There was a chance to deny the plant as well. Apex, though, will close things out. Whew. A fast-paced pistol on their T side here on Mirage, their pick. And it's a great opening round. It will be Apex to close things out there. There was a moment, though, where Madden could have denied the plant and maybe stolen it away. But they've got to get past this second round force buy, of course. As we'll see the scouts come out. An MP7 for Nerds. And Galil's MAC-10s, and only 1 AK so far for Team Vitality. A very important one here. They know they have to convert this one. They need to start raising morale, getting themselves in the zone. And Pius, an absolute monster with the scout as well, so watch out for him. Apex makes his way towards middle. Bombs in Palace, so another A split. This could have some pace behind it, you know. Flames has got the bomb on his back, and it's only the scout to defend.
They were very cautious on the T side of Anubis Vitality, and it didn't really always work out for them the way they expected. So I do appreciate the fact that they come into this T side now with a lot more pace behind them, especially in that pistol round, just rushing that A bomb side and doing a lot of damage. And in this one, they are getting ready to crunch the A bomb side once again.
I think it's done.
Yeah, they're just going for it. I like this though. I feel like if you have a slow start, especially in the grand final, maybe you have to take control of the game. You have to dictate how this is going to be playing out.
Well, there it is. Round over, ladies and gents, I'm afraid. They picked the correct area of the map, found 1 kill towards short in the form of Madden, and Ence will just have to save their pistols, the MP7, and a scout, of course, as well. It's the correct move. There's absolutely no chance they could actually win the round or really make a dent. So 2-0 confirmed, but maybe not 3, because bear in mind, they'll still have technically a force buy going into that 3rd. So we'll see if they can hold on to everything here. Snappy, top of middle, Desert Eagle, and there'll be no further frags from what I can see because they're leaving through CT spawn. So, there it is. Pretty simple procedure.
What do you think, Henry? I mean, the desk confused about Pinocchio, but also not trusting in Vitality, thinking this is going to be a 2-0.
I guess based on what we saw in that first map, yeah, you have to agree with them. And bear in mind, Ence yet to drop a map in the tournament, it would be the dream run. I can't recall a tournament that's ever happened before where a team has won the championship without giving away a single map. I'm sure it's happened before, but not to my recollection.
That's going to be a really rare achievement. I agree. There's something about it that I don't appreciate. I feel like we're discounting Vitality too quickly. Yes, it was a bad start, but at the same time, they are such a veteran team. They have so much experience combined here. I know it's a new lineup technically, but just between them, they should be able to pull and dig deep enough to be able to do a little bit of damage here. That's what I'm thinking. I would love to see all 3 maps in this grand final, and I feel like Vitality, they still have the core to be able to do this. They should be able to. All the saved rifles and the pistols on Ence still active in this round, obviously. Scout and the MP7 and the 3 Deagles to match.
Apex has got spammed through the wooden boards in the kitchen there. That's frustrating. 80 damage inflicted. A rough way to kick things off. 20 HP for him. And Snappy continuing the push here. Oh my god, what a shot from the in-game leader. Clean as you like. He'll pick up the MAC-10. Unfortunately, no rifle to be found, but they've got the man advantage here. Applies a lot of pressure now to Vitality, who will have to enter the A-bomb site. And it's the Lion's Den. Pius waiting with the scout, yet to connect.
Oh, he's looking for it, but Flames will cut him down across the bomb site. This Molotov is going to put Nerds out of this position. He's waiting inside it. Did you really want to run for it? I thought for a minute he was going to jump down, but a lot of chaos in the middle, and Apex. He finds the headshot. That's what he needed. They still don't know about, well, now they do. Madden in the corner. He picks up 1 kill. Got him locked in here, and he should be dead. And it will be Saiwu to find the headshot, get him warmed up early. 3 kills on Saiwu. He had to carry whatever he could in that first map, and it still wasn't enough, but he did pretty well. I think Jason summed it up nicely. It was very hard for Saiwu to find anything, especially the beginning. They just kept avoiding him, and he had to retake a bunch of bomb sites. But he's doing well with the Galil early on here, in spite of some of the trickery coming out from Ence. 3-0. That's the start.
It's the start they needed, but they're up against the full buy. I think we've got a technical timeout here, so probably just a slight headset issue. It's normally just a microphone, so we will restart the round, no problem. No damage was inflicted. And indeed, 3-0, but it is the full buy now. Sampayas will have the AWP, and you know the kind of damage he can inflict with that particular weapon. Mirage and Orpus Paradise for sure. And a headset fell off, so it wasn't a technical issue. Someone's headset actually just fell off the head somehow.
Pure
so,
excitement.
Yeah. Well, we've had that here as well. We've been kicking monitors around in here, so it does happen.
Yeah, you have to give a little bit of leeway for that kind of thing, you know. Call it a tech issue if you want, but I think that means they're going to be good to resume the game rather quickly, assuming that nothing has been damaged. What a run they've had towards that trophy at the center of the stage, Henry.
Yeah, let's have a look at it, shall we? So it all kicked off against Liquid, who didn't really turn up to the tournament. They got blown out the water 2-0. Moving on to Cloud9, when they decimated them. 2-0, Cloud9 got absolutely rocked by Ence. And then a really fun game against Heroic as well. 2-0 once again, and now a map up in the grand final. Ence are on fire and showing no signs of slowing down, but Vitality finding some form, clambering to their feet as they get a 3-0 start on their T side. Their map pick a Mirage, and they need a lot more where that came from. The first gun round will be very indicative as to which direction we're going in here, and it looks like we are ready to go. So just to have a look at the buy. 4 silenced M4s, an AWP for Sampayas here, 1 diffuse kit for Nerds, and bear in mind, a bit of a bonus situation for Vitality is 2 Galils within their rank, so won't have all the firepower required, but certainly enough to get the job done. Ladies and gentlemen, the action concludes here on Mirage. Let's get into it.
Well, it might be worth really pointing out, you mentioned Galils, but there are actually 2 people on the CT side that don't have head armor. So the Galil might still be an interesting weapon if you fight either one of those 2 players. Smoke up in the middle, it's a classic on Sampayas. Yeah, just a timing shot, could not hit anything on the other side. Look at Magus, this is a lot of mid-control in the beginning, a very different pace from what we saw on Anubis from the Vitality side, but they're losing the early fight. Sampayas again! He finds the shot onto Flames, leaving Magus and Spinks in a very awkward position.
There we go. 2 more kills for Sampayas, and they haven't even found any sort of damage yet. Vitality blown out the water once again. It should be a clean finish as well. Madam will take care of business there toward the Palace. As we see Spinks drop, and that's going to be problematic now. Vitality don't get anything done in that first gun round. Bear in mind, there were caveats there. Galils, and didn't have everything they needed. So they still have cash here, but it's Sampayas finding kill after kill here at that A ramp. Continues his dominant form. Great round, smiles all round. As we get to round number 5 here. Deagle for Flames, Galil for Apex, and things starting to get turbulent now as we go towards the mid-play. Spinks to lead the charge. Bomb on the back of Flames, and it's Nerds. He's holding connector for now. Drops the smoke. Same story for Snappy, actually behind one. It's going to be the incendiary behind those mid-boxes to deny the cross.
I did like the pace that was being set by Vitality. I hope they don't give up on it. I feel like you have to try and put the pressure onto Ence. Nice. Just at the edge of the smoke. And what a kill to find. Saiwu picked off at the start of the round. Nerds really looking down towards the underpass. He picks up Apex, and he's hardly taking any damage for it. He's swinging left and right in the middle. Back he goes towards Magus. And finally he goes down. But what an absolute menace.
Maybe a little ambitious on that third one, and does, as we see Madden do significant damage there towards Flames. That's 8 HP remaining. And now, what's the call? Will have to be a hell of a call because they don't have much to work with. Snappy's got full control of the Palace position. That's where Major's heading as well. So even just 1 kill would be enough. And he's got it. Gets away with his life. 2 players remain. Flames with the Deagle, Spinks with the AK-47. They could recover a rifle, but Madden's going to get this kill. No problem. Apparently not. Beautiful shot coming in from the Desert Eagle. There's a chance here. A slim one, but they can do this. A rifle recover for Flames. One of the absolute masters of Mirage.
Right, you are. But how much more can you ask? He's already given that 1 headshot. He probably needs another one. He's recovered an AK. In the meantime, some smokes are going up. Bomb is still in the back. on Spinks as they're sending in the low health player first just to check out everything. The spray through though. Of course it is. It had to be. Snappy with the last kill. It's a good attempt. I don't know what Vitality could have done. That's a deflating round because you feel like it's already lost at the beginning when you lose a couple of players to Nerds in the middle.
Well, I did say these gun rounds would set the tone and be indicative as to where we're going, and so far so good. Ents have had 2 very, very clean rounds, courtesy of Nerds this time. Playing around that smoke, spraying them down, and speaking of smoke, it's Dihao once again denying the plant. That's a big detail as well because the money will be absolutely wrecked going forward. Upgraded pistols, no Kevlar, a couple of flashes. They're going to try and breach the B bomb site. Snappy will be there, HE in hand, and bear in mind they don't have much in terms of Kevlar, so the grenades will do a lot of damage. They're extra squishy right now. Doesn't connect.
You're fully banking on the 2 flashbangs on Apex to really shut this down. If you can get a kill and get the bomb plant, it's mission accomplished as far as I'm concerned in the B bomb side. That's really all you need here.
Well, Snappy's in an exposed position to the flashes, so yeah you might be onto something there, Anders. But he's done damage, and we'll see whether they can actually break through. Nice utility usage here from Dihab. Should be able to shut this one down. The bomb has committed, though, and it's been dropped towards the van. They can rotate everyone over now.
How did Simon get past the Molotov? I have no idea. And it's flicked from Sunpius, and the dream of the bomb plant is absolutely dead and gone. 3 kills from Sunpius in the round. They lost Snappy, sure, but the counter grenades coming out from that catwalk position, just way too powerful, and slowed them down enough that it was never going to be a bomb plant either. Ties up the game, makes it 3-3. And Vitality are scratching their heads and wondering, how do we get back into this half?
Yeah, they've fallen flat once again. Bear in mind, they've just won the pistol and the follow-up conversions, yet to post a gun round here. You can see looking a little bit dejected on that side of the server. Once again, Galil, they're yet to have a full buy, Anders, really. Like, it's always a caveat. Concessions to be made each and every round. And aggressive, of course. It's going to be Ents jumping down towards underpass here, and it's the opening kill. This guy refuses to give in. Sunpius finding frag after frag. And it's the in-game leader that's been removed. Can he find a second? He knows there's a chance, waiting for the reload to come through. Molotov lands at his front door here. Can they get out safely and maintain the advantage? Time will tell.
He got caught on something down in the Molotov, so it didn't actually go the whole distance.
How is he still pushing?
He's just so confident. He feels like he can win every fight right now. The spray is through, but that's the wrong player. There we go. The setup from Magisk on that one, and Spinks knocking both of them out. That's what they needed badly.
Maybe a little bit overconfident there. They even did well to survive with the opening frag. Why they kept pushing, I couldn't tell you. Snappy's only got the MP7, but hiding behind the van, he will readjust. And I don't think he has any idea. Nice shot from Zywoo, that will secure it. So after finding a very convincing opening frag, they actually give it up. And we're into the 4-on-2. Job not quite done yet, but it's looking very promising here for Vitality to post their first gun round.
Yeah, I think Dihab was thinking about making the jump over. He failed it and just sort of gave up on the round, it looked like, which is a little bit funny. Still, Vitality in serious work mode here as they have to be. And I really think, obviously when they get flashed like that in the underpass, it maybe looks a little bit silly, but I think it's just a sign of how confident Ents are.
Absolutely.
And why wouldn't they be? The way that they've been playing, they should have that kind of confidence. It backfires on them this one time, but think about how often they ran for the smoke in the A bomb site on Anubis and just took down the whole defense. So you have a little bit of a history of doing this kind of thing. You wanted to do it again.
Well, it's Spinks to save the day after Apex was picked off early. He bides his time, he's patient in that underpass position, detects him on the other side of the smoke, gets the double kill, and recovers the AWP as well. So Zywoo now can come online as we go 4-3. Vitality take the lead once more. Round number 8 is ahead of us. But plenty of money, and we've got a saved AK-47 for Nerds as well. The best player of the tournament so far. So will we see a tactical timeout here? There is potential. It's a bit of a swing round up next. Lovely work there from Spinks. Good flashbang deployed as well. Zywoo confirming the round. Snappy racking his brains, trying to work out what the next setup's going to be here. And it looks to be an A execution from Vitality. 5 players on this side of the map, Anders. Looking to get stuck in nice and early. It's Madden and Snappy to defend. A contact play from the Palace. One flashbang and they're going to commit.
This is wild. Look at the timing on it. Snappy absolutely not ready for it, but he's going to call it in. He's on the radio right now saying this bomb site's about to fall unless I can get some backup. Madden's still in front and Nerds is there. They have a chance. A Molotov would devastate this position for Madden, but the counter flashes are in and Vitality, they're slowed down.
Yeah, they're waiting for that first pick. They know Madden's got to be here somewhere. Magisk will pre-fire the position. Surely he overlooks it. Could it be the double kill? Flames will pick up the pieces here and keeps them in the round. Equal for now, but Snappy is so low in towards CD spawn. That should be the plant going down.
Very exposed. Imagine a wide swing. I know there was a teammate covering him, but still, it could have been a real nightmare. 4 versus 4. Vitality, they must win this round. They have to reassert themselves in this grand final, otherwise Ence could take over the whole game once again. And Snappy, low on health, has been given the AWP from Sunfires. A little bit of a shadow showing and a little bit of pre-fire coming up on Spinks. It's a wide swing and it's not quite good enough. Spinks is cleaning up this round in style. Dihar and Nerds, I think they've run out of time to even try to go for this one. Nerds going to be falling back through the connector and they will try and hunt him down, double peeking him.
Good job.
Really brilliant job.
Yeah, nice round there from Vitality. Calling those set pieces from the get-go, a nice little pounce in towards the A bomb site, a contact play from the Palace. As you mentioned, Snappy wasn't ready for it whatsoever. Call of his nades out, taking down to 8 points of health. They had to jug around the weaponry, give him the AWP, and they just couldn't hold on. Even with May just overlooking the bomb site, giving away that initial frag, they managed to recover, smoke off the key choke points, bomb planted, and there wasn't really a look in there for Ence. Round number 9, it's been quite a fast-paced game so far, getting to the mid-stages here of the first half, and it's a decision to be made for Ence. Do they want to buy up with a couple of players with very low money indeed, and Spinks finally showing us some of that world-class form we know he has inside him.
Yeah, we needed it on Anubis, but better late than never. Good to see him start to really show up in the grand final. Him, Saibu again, also really getting there. They're doing some work together at the moment.
So, it's going to be a Sunpious glass cannon, and that means he's purchased the AWP with no Kevlar, means he's very vulnerable to grenades, and if he gets shot at all, he'll have aim punch, it'll make it very difficult to operate with, but a Mirage, it's certainly viable to give this a go, and a player of his caliber, I'm sure he can make it work. Narrowly misses out on the kill through the smoke. Madden, nice movement. Wow, flashed to confirm the short jump, and he knows he has to work a little bit harder here while they're on the back foot. It's Snappy with the MP9, so trying to find that opening frag if possible. Full mid control, garnered though for Team Vitality. They work their way towards connector, Molotov towards the window, but a front stance from Madden. He's going to be playing towards short here. He wants to find that initial kill and see if he can find them as they walk around the corner here. He is very committed, to say the least.
This double setup at the catwalk's hard to deal with. The jump past Cyber with no rifle in his hand is going to go down. 2 versus 3 at this corner catwalk. And now they run right into the Spanish AWP at the back of the bomb site. Brings down Magisk and the bomb is dropped. Did he notice that Spinks has gone by? I'm not sure if Sunpi's realized. This could be a real nightmare. If he keeps going, Spinks, he might have the kill. And Diar's just hiding at the edge of the smoke in the middle.
Oh, it's on a knife's edge now. Great flank from Nerds. Lots of information garnered here. And we'll see whether he can actually convert to a frag towards Apex, who's aware of the potential of Dihar. Great shot here. Back to a 2-on-2. And bear in mind, it's the MP9 that has to flank, so Sunpious now isolated in the B bomb site.
One more step, Spinks. You've almost got the kill. You've almost got the opening, but they might have waited too long. Ooh, he throws down the rifle. That's going to give the game away. And now he saw Spinks, so he can call it in. Good. Oh, you're right. He ran out, but he could call it into his teammate. At least the communication is going to be there. Some highs, he might have been dead otherwise. 20 seconds on the clock, Henry. They're starting to get close in this 2-on-2.
He's just waiting for the plan. He's going to try and deny. Oh, great awareness from Sunpious. He probably goes down here. We're down to a 1 versus 1. There is time to plan. Spinks has no idea what the final player is, and it will be Nerds striking. It was a difficult buy.
What a relocation from Nerds. That's what wins him the round. There's no reason he should have got that quickly. This whole round is wild. The double setup towards Catwalk meant only Nerds was holding the A bomb site. And Vitality, think of how often they've gone A. If they did it this round again, it's basically a 5 versus 1 at this bomb site. But it was such a great tactical call here. They absolutely picked it apart, and Vitality played right into it. Yeah, I could understand the frustration. 5-4 is the scoreline. It did cost Ence almost everything.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't a clean round by any stretch of the imagination. They are going to be feeling the financial burn going forward. A couple of SMGs here for Madden and Snappy, a FAMAS for Dihar, but an AWP for Sunpious, M4 for Nerds. They need the coach right now. Like, what's the play? Do you try and go for another excursion towards the underpart? Do you push the Palace? Pushing towards B apartments is viable as well, but they need an opening kill here. They need an early advantage to really stand a chance in this round. They have got a distinct lack of firepower in round number 10. As we get to the closing stages of this first half now, we're neck and neck, 5-4. Vitality are mapped down. Ence looking for the dream run in this tournament, haven't given up a single map yet, and no one towards A whatsoever. So could be the B split on the menu coming up next. There's Nerds so powerful in this connector. What is that? What a shot! As Flames gets absolutely eviscerated top of middle.
Just a shadow showing of him. Flames ducking down behind the hay cart at the top of middle, and he just gets blown up. Starting the round 4 and 5.
He's so confident. Every shot he takes, he just seems to know it's a confirmed frag. Perfectly timed. And that's the opening kill we were talking about. That's what they needed to make this round work. Advantage Ence. There's some Pius holds a ticket booth here. They're still operating towards shore. It's going to be D-How with the Famis, as mentioned. Needs at least one. Snappy's up in those apartments.
Yeah, just the one kill. I think you're right. That might just do it. Magus walking into the shot. Snappy, he's close enough. Might be a little bit of an advantage to stay with the MP9, but not this time. Nerd's showing up. He's everywhere. In the middle and now over at the B bomb site. 2 versus 3, and he just has to stay alive here. Doesn't have to be too active. Are they hunting him, though? He's inside of the smoke. How is he just dodging all of this? Finally, Cyber in the connection, and it makes it a 2 versus 2. How much time did Nerds buy? Is it enough for the rest of them to get there? Madden's right on the other side of the smoke. And Sunpius is in the market, just waiting for it. Madden, one more step forward. Yeah, just has to turn around, but it's Cyber instead. His spidey senses tingling. He somehow realized 3rd kill of the round for him. And Sunpius in trouble now. Just a 1 versus 2. He knows where one of them is. Might even guess the other one, but how do you do it? The timing is so good. And what a victory for Vitality. My God, did they need it.
They absolutely did. A back and forth round there. Came right down to the minutiae. If he just looked to the right, he gets a free kill with that MP9 towards Zywoo. But it doesn't happen, and they send Ence packing. Vitality on their feet now on the T side of Mirage. 6-4 up. This was a vital kill as well. Snappy was in a prime position to take that kill, but couldn't quite connect. It's dropped. Same story there for Madden as well. And we will see presumably the full eco coming up next, because there's not really much to speak of. Bottom of the barrel loss bonus, $1,400 here on the Ence side. And they will be forcing, at least for now. I guess you have to, because if you take the full eco, you only get $1,900 next anyway. You wouldn't be able to buy. So they're going to see what they can do with the Desert Eagle and MP9. And they'll take a tactical timeout just to discuss their options. So this is a pivotal moment. A very difficult round to win. And you would assume some aggression will be coming forward here from the CT side.
That last round was a really pivotal one. I think the fact that it throws Ence into this weird economic state could absolutely decide the outcome of this first half. And I think you can kind of tell on their faces a little bit. They're starting to feel that too. Not exactly excited about the scenario. You want to, probably you're right, you do want to be a bit aggressive. You want to try and see if you can sneak in a kill, snatch a kill away at the start of the round.
So they got 3 players here ready to pounce toward this A ramp, and that's exactly where Vitality are positioned right now. Zywoo vulnerable to the flashes and that swing. They need to be very careful there. This could actually be deadly.
Magus trying smoke up on top. Good headshot from Sunpius. Trying one with the 5-7. He's got plenty of bullets left. They do get one in return, but AK's been stolen. The grenade won't take him down. Oh my God, it's close. Flames. He jumped right over the last bullets there. Otherwise, the burst could have maybe taken him down. And Snappy's on a mission, and he's going to find out that this entire part of the map is clear.
Yeah, he won't get any kills, but a boatload of information here. This is crucial. They now can focus their efforts towards the A bomb site. But there's plenty of time. There's a minute on the clock, but Snappy, how much further does he go? They're detecting the potential flank here, so he could be in trouble. Does he go any further?
I think he's making the right play. He's leaving them boxed in. He knows that if he dies, especially with 45 seconds, if they can still, the B route is open. Right now, he's allowing for his team to stay with 3 people on the A bomb site. And it's just a question of when he starts to move, and it's right now. Not going through the middle either, Henry. Look at the triangular setup here at the A bomb site. This could be tough to break.
Here we go then. They commit. It's a contact play. Trying to catch them off guard, using the utility. The MP9 surely taken down, but they're finding kills here. The force fight is actually working out for Ence. Flames fighting tooth and nail here from the Tetris box, but there's just no time, and it will be success for Ence in a desperate scenario. The force fight with the pistols, the MP9s, they make things chaotic towards that A ramp, and Vitality unravel at the seams here. Round 12, and they're the ones now on the back foot with no resources to speak of. $2,000 per player, and Ence steal the round away, upgrading their SMGs to AK-47s and AWPs. There's some Pius with that 5-7 doing so much damage. I don't know how Madden pulls that one off. It looked like he was done for when the Molotov was dropped, but a magnificent round. And we get into number 12 here. It's going to be the force buy in response. Vitality and Apex know that is a huge deal, and they need a bit of fortune on their side now as they head towards the B bomb site once again, trying to focus Snappy, the in-game leader. D-How will be there to provide backup.
They'd already done the hard work of winning the 10th round. That last one was supposed to be the easy one, where they can really just farm the rounds and get a massive lead. And somehow it goes against them. Somewhere in the world, Sonic is watching and screaming at his monitor, because that's the kind of round that can really cost you a map. The Eagles are here. They've waited out the early grenades to the B bomb side, but look at the crossfire that's been set up. It's between DR and Snappy, and DR still has another grenade, another smoke. You need such a clean, world-class deagle headshot to make it through on this one.
Flashbang deployed. There's absolutely nothing to Snappy, but he can't find the initial kill. Flame certainly can, though. Actually finds a bit of space here as well. This is quite stifling. Snappy will have to call for backup here. The bomb will certainly be planted. Now they've got a fighting chance. It's the force buy for Vitality. They've got a rifle in hand as well. Snappy flashed off, and he's going to be taken down. I spoke too soon as a couple of frags land in favor of Ence. And now ZywOo will have to find multiple shots, and he's delivering. Just Apex remaining now. In-game leader to save the day.
Yeah, trying to see if he makes his way around. He knows someone is there, creeping in. There's the shot he needs. A second. Apex, he's certainly hunting for it.
Oh, he's spotted the barrel.
Spray. There we go. Maybe a chance. Snappy's looking for it. Apex, yeah, he's dancing. This is brilliant. He's done all the work that he possibly needs to, and Snappy's already falling away. What a brilliant round from Apex. He won due to pure skill alone, just knowing the game, understanding his position, and playing every card perfectly.
Yeah, leading from the front, Apex showcases why he's the alpha of this pack. Great work with that Desert Eagle. Clutches out the round. Bit of a must-win if you ask me as well. I don't think they get much done if that round doesn't go in their favor. After losing the first kill as well, it comes right down to the wire, but rotting the clock. Great shots from ZywOo as well, delivering on all fronts. And it will be Ence now to decide whether they want to purchase once more. Another tactical timeout. That was the moment he wins the round there. 7-5, round 13. The dying stages of this first half here. And you can see Vitality knowing what they're up against here. They're going to be purchasing MAC-10s, Galils, knowing there probably won't be many helmets on the CT side. But this is more like it. This is feeling like a grand final now.
Yes, it is. And Vitality, I think, showing some real resilience because, again, losing that round over the triple stack over the A-bomb site, that must have been such a gut punch. The fact that they were able to stand up behind it and make the pistol round work or the deagle round work towards the B-bomb site, that's quite remarkable. Shows something about the core of the team and how well they work together. Ence with 5 rounds. It's not so bad that they're just getting wiped out here, but I mean, again, some of the rounds they've won have been very, very questionable. This could have been probably already 9 on Vitality's side if they win just one more crucial round. Nuts moving up, and the timing again is ridiculous.
He's so good. They're going to have to come in towards B now. It's a MAC-10s to lead the charge, but Dihar is there with the M4. 2 kills found for Ence here. They're getting mowed down on entry, but ZywOo will pull one back. Yet to commit. Bowman is back as well, and the MP9 strikes. It's Snappy. Denies absolutely everything here, and after finding so much success, it's the B play that does nothing for Vitality. Not running the default, not feeling the map out. You don't even really ascertain what they're up against there, and it's Nerds, the master of middle, who manages to find the opening frag once again, forces him into that B bomb site, and there's too much chaos to deal with. They couldn't even break out of the window here. Dihar completely blind, gets himself a double kill, and then Snappy with the all-important frag on ZywOo, who had the bomb on his back as well. Down to the Desert Eagles, fully invested once again. It's going to be the war of attrition, Anders. We haven't seen many full gun rounds here, I'll be honest with you.
I really can't believe it. Oh, he lined it up and struck him down. Dihar gets deleted from the round.
Just what they needed. Yep. Amazing scenes there from Magisk. And Spinks has got a firm read on this. Recovers the rifle, knows the CTs will have to react. One more kills could secure the round here. Snappy alone in towards B. 3 players of Vitality top and middle. ZywOo waiting at the A round patiently as Sunpius waiting to deploy the second smoke towards the connector here. 4 of the Vitality members encroaching up the short position. And Spinks will patrol that window.
This still will not be an easy round for Vitality to gain. It's a very well-defended A-bomb site, and trying to get onto the catwalk right now, they still leave themselves very vulnerable, so I don't know how you find your way out. They have 1 Molotov left and not much else, but that might just do it. Sunpius caught slipping in the middle, going to be taken down by Spinks. Madden playing in shadow. They should know, and they have the Molotov still. They could burn him out. No, Flames instead just swings for it and drops him, and that's the opening, and that should be the bomb plant as well.
Should be. We've got the FAMAS here for Nerds. The last line of defense is the bomb is planted. If he finds Spinks, maybe there's a chance, but not going to happen. And it's another force by victory here, found on Mirage. And we'll see 4 players survive for Vitality. Snappy can't believe it. The B bomb side player will have to save his weapon.
this is anything like what you would expect. If you're brand new to watching Counter-Strike, then normally this is not how it plays out. It's a very unusual game of Mirage, but it does make it very, very intense. And for Vitality, they've got to be so thankful that they're able to find some of these rounds because they're very, very tricky to win. 15th round is coming up, the last of the half, and Ence once again battling with very, very limited weapons.
Well, both teams have been making that work. It all started here with that lovely pick from Magisk, and it led them to victory on the A bomb site. They're going to be fully equipped for this final round, and anything but here for Ence. Once again, SMGs, pistols, round number 15, ladies and gentlemen. In the second map here of the grand final, it was Vitality blown out of the water on Anubis, and now fighting back. They're on their feet, looking like their usual selves. As Magisk with fast pace will take full mid control. Apex behind him is short. And bear in mind, it's just SMGs here. They don't really have any range, but they do have some Pius up against Magisk here, but he is undetected. He has no idea. He's actually crept in and will be punished for that.
And this is brilliant. He was the only one defending. They had the same double setup towards the catwalk that they wanted with last time, where Nerds was playing there alone, and they managed to get the long flank in. This time, unfortunately, for Ence, but really fortunately for Vitality, they were able to find basically a free bomb site. I don't think there's going to be a viable retake happening. Of course, they're going to try as the 15th round, but there should be no way to actually do this. No kit and almost no utility either. Nice little spray there. The timing is good for Magisk, and Snappy will get one in return.
We'll give it a go, Anders. You're absolutely right. They at least find an AK-47 here, but it's a 4 versus 3. Apex in a very powerful position, being active as well. But speaking of powerful, that's a lovely shot from Nerds here. Flames should secure the round, and indeed they will. It's going to be 9-6.5, a very back-and-forth game. It all kicked off with Vitality winning the pistol, but then the war of attrition was absolutely brutal for both sides. And with that said, it's a chance to catch our breath and think about what we just witnessed. The conclusion of Mirage is just around the corner. We have like a single full gun round, right? It was back and forth. No one could post consecutive rounds. Not the most beautiful CS, but that can all change right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us. The grand final is back underway, and we're going to see 5 sets of Kevlar for Vitality. A bit of DM coming forward here, and just one smoke, a couple of flashes, and a full B play coming in, as we'll see Ence try and crack things open here against Flames.
Against Flames. The only one keeping the heat up towards the B bomb side, though. Look at this. Some kind of intuition, some kind of knowledge from Vitality. They know Spinks is up in the palace and everyone else started to head to the B bomb side. This is disastrous. Ence, they're running right into them and they're getting slaughtered as a result. It's Madden trying to get something back in here, but it's not going to be working out at all. Sunfire's the only one left, and they know exactly where he is. 1 versus 3. I don't know how Vitality did the call that they did, but it was perfect.
Yeah, they read that one like a book, and not a very good one. As we see 3 players survive here for Vitality, it's just going to be some Pius. Botman is back, certainly capable of winning this sort of round, but it's going to take something miraculous to even make a dent here. And bear in mind, he has no Kevlar as well. So very squishy. Would do very well to even find a single kill here. Just trying to break up the defense, cause a rotation towards A, but Spinks is patrolling middle right now, so they're happy to give that up. He'll stay towards B and look towards that bench position. Should be taken down momentarily. But he has got out towards the van position. You never know, some damage being done. But there it is. Double digits have been found for Team Vitality here. 10-6. No bomb planted. And around $2,000 per player now. So need to make a decision. Do they take the full eco, get the AKs out in the third, or bring out those elusive Desert Eagles in round number 2?
I really like the patience from Vitality in not trying to challenge anything in that 1 versus 3. It's an easy mistake to make, and it's partly what Sunpires was hoping for, right? That's why he walked away the way that he did. He's hoping that someone's going to come look, but rock solid on the Vitality side as they win the pistol. And going into the second one, it will be a Scout, 2 Tech-9s, and 2 Deagles. So Ence definitely still lethal in this round, not to be underestimated, but not a single SMG on Vitality, so they saw this coming.
That's a good point. So they have a distinct lack of utility across the board here, Vitality, and we saw plenty of pistol victories in that first half. Mirage has been scrappy, to say the very least here. And for now, it looks like a beast, but we've got no one towards Palace or the A ramp, and the first duel will come through. It's Madden. Dropped by Spinks, but there it is. Snappy will respond quickly here. Takes so much damage on route, though, down to 2 points of health. So still a massive advantage here for Vitality. Spinks will add to it. Takes a tag from the scout, but has detected the bomb towards the top of middle.
That really looked like it was a headshot. I can't believe it. Scary moment. Yeah, Nerds feeling like someone could be showing up. I think he wanted to throw the scout away, but going to stick with it himself. Picks up the bomb, about to be found by not just one, but two players in the middle. ZywOo the one to pick up the kill. Another 2 on 4, and not really much that they can do here. And they did a little bit of damage at the beginning, and it got interesting for a minute. But I think now, just low on health, Snappy doing more damage. I don't even know how. He was so low when the fight started. shouldn't have been getting a kill at all.
Well, 6 health between them, and Diha has got through the kitchen towards B. So Snappy just needs to stay alive here and allow Diha to cook. But it's not going to be working out in that fashion. Diha now alone in 3 versus 1. And should be taken down momentarily. He has threaded the needle somewhat, but they seem to be aware of it, and it's a pretty compelling second round there from Team Vitality. Pushing back the force by no problem whatsoever, and it has to be the Eco up next for Ence. 11-6 in this second map at the grand final here in Riyadh. And we've got an AK-47 for Nerds, and statistically the best player of the tournament so far, so looking to cause some damage here, a bit of a ruckus. As we'll see whether his single AK will be able to do anything here. They've got 2 smokes, so maybe just basic execution, open up some space, throw in the cannon fodder of the Glocks, and see what he can do.
It's by Snappy that threw it up to him, so sacrificing a lot here. And it might be what they need, because again, Vitality is just five rounds away. Then they're within closing distance of winning this map. For Ence, that's got to be a scary thought, because they just looked red hot coming out of that first map. It was ridiculous. It was so one-sided on Anubis.
Although it was still like beautiful CS. We just haven't seen that Mirage yet. That's been the problem. And the smoke gets body blocked out of the window there. So great awareness from ZywOo. They realize that avenue of approach is not going to work out for them, and they'll readjust the setup here. We've got Madden towards the Palace at least. Still plenty of time. They can start transitioning over. Madden with no Kevlar, so would do very well to find the 1D. They go back towards middle here, try and jump over and see if they can avoid the bullets of Apex and set up Nerds here.
Yeah, run boost to fake it out. The AK peeking right into it, but what a shot. Apex doing the damage. ZywOo to clean it up with a headshot on Nerds. And the AK's dropped on the ground. So the little trickery not really working out for them on the T side at the moment. 5 versus 3. They picked up the AK again, but they just can't keep it. As soon as they pick it up, it goes down once again. And Diha, yeah, smoke. I mean, you can give it a shot here, but they were all waiting for it. Oh, yeah. All 5 people in the middle. That's a good move.
That's about all he could do. Yeah, you don't want to get the CTs locked and loaded with AK-47, so nice work. At least something comes out of the round, but there will be concessions to be made going forward. Snappy will have to go down to the MAC-10, which might be fine. He's a bit of a master with that weapon in this tournament especially. It always seems to make it work as the body block. You don't see that too often. Nice work from ZywOo there. So again, we don't really have a proper gun round here. We're yet to see one on Mirage, and there's always been compromises on either side. No all for ZywOo, and we've got a MAC-10 for Snappy, and a lack of utility as well. Some Pius working with nothing, and a little push, an excursion in towards the Palace position. Flames and ZywOo will hold strong. And falls across the board, bear in mind. Some Pius does have the AWP, and he's top of middle right now. Bit of a default round. He's waiting for any sort of aggression here. And there is a bit of it. ZywOo could go exploring. There's no one holding this choke point, so we'll see whether he actually wants to go any further in towards T-spawn. High-risk maneuver.
It gives so much utility if he's just sticking around up there. If they push middle, him in the Palace is just going to be such a big problem, and obviously it allows them to do the rotation they're doing now, where they have 1 in window, but 2 in the B bomb site. So they have most of this map pretty well locked in. I think they should just stick where they are, though. ZywOo is moving forward still, far away from finding anyone. Nerds crouching onto the A bomb site, trying to see if he can open it up. The bomb is towards the catwalk and towards the B bomb site, so the first kill might just decide where exactly Ence want to go. 50 seconds on the clock here, and they're slowed down, smoked off once again, and not quite sure where to make it. Nerds is all the way in there. I can't believe they've crept. They've just been shrinking up on the bomb site, and no one's seen them yet. Megisk, he might be the first candidate to try and defend it here. Spink's going to be a hard attack for him in the window. How did they get so close? Vitality have got to be asking themselves. ZywOo's in the middle getting the kill on Diha, but the bomb has been planted, and it's a 4 versus 4.
Yeah, slow, methodical. Ence have actually got the bomb down here. 4 on 4. Big kill found by Maiden towards the CT spawn area. And now it's all about this flank. We knew ZywOo would push toward the Palace, but no, it's 1 step ahead of him. Easy kill as he finds the dome of ZywOo. Snappy converts and finds almost his 3rd of the round as well. Entered with the MAC-10, gets a double kill. Round confirmed, and Apex can do nothing about it. Ence are back on their feet, posting their first round here in the second half. Be 3-1 in the second half, and 12 to 7 now overall. So will Apex be able to save the weapon? That's the question. It looks like it'll be absolutely fine. But Ence slowing it right down and coming out on top.
What a bizarre bit of timing. I think Cyber, the fact that he was pushing up, he felt so confident that it was never going to be an A attack because he would have found somebody, surely anywhere, that probably gives them some false information to work with. But also, it's rare you see someone just creep up on the A bomb site like that. Usually, eventually, someone's going to be throwing a smoke or a grenade to sort of give the game away.
Yeah, right.
They just kept going. No noise, nothing given away. Vitality have got to be really confused about that round.
Well, thankfully, they had a pretty clean run of it in the first 3, so they do have a decent buy here. We have orbs on either side, we have utility, we've got a gun round. Here we go.
Wow. Who would have thought?
I know, right? And it's going to be a boost for Sunpies. They're looking above that smoke, seeing if anyone is going to try and get that opening pick as he gets the run boost over towards the mid boxes. Time to the CT setup. They have got Spinks towards shore, but it's quite a passive hold right now. He's smoking the connector.
Yeah, he's just going to be trying to see if he can look over it into underpass. Very popular way to play it. DI is starting to get there, so you could maybe find a kill on top of it. Sunfire's coming in from the other side, so they're looking to crunch it. Saiwu's back there, he sees it! He's going to be able to get the better of him. Nice shot from Sunfire's. Saiwu otherwise been playing very well at 20 kills. Spinks with the headshot to take down Snappy. And it brings us right back into a 4-on-4. Just continuing in the middle. The Spanish sniper, relentless. Nert's going to be taking down Spinks, and now it's all on Flames, the only one that can hold the bomb site.
Yeah.
See if he can keep the dream alive here. He's being flanked from behind. He's well aware. 2 versus 3. He does look for it. See if he can catch Dihar out, but not going to be possible here. He will fall back, and in the meantime, Sunpie has been let loose on the A-bomb site, so they're winning really on either side of the map. Sunpie spins around. A quad kill, Henry, as he breaks this game wide open again.
It's just so casual for him, isn't it? He looks so calm. Everyone just running into his crosshair. He knows exactly what they're up to each and every time. And it's just another magnificent round here from the Spaniard. Takes down Zaiwu through the smoke. And like I said, they just give him absolutely everything here. Through the body, finds Apex as well. Final kill, no problem whatsoever. It's going to be 2 in a row for Ence, and presumably a full eco now for Vitality. Ence closing the gap. Looking for a clean round here. Snappy back on his trademark Mac 10. Looking to farm some cash here if possible. And it's pretty much a full eco here. I think we have 1 P250 in the hands of Apex. That is about it. USPs otherwise, of course, no Kevlar, no nades. And a very common approach here is just to choose a time and swing out towards middle and see if you can find a couple of kills. So Apex will probably say, swing on 120, something like that. See if they can catch someone off guard. That's about as exciting as it gets for them.
Yeah, it's rare that it works, but you have to try something, right? I wish they had a flashbang or anything like that. It's not really quite possible. Yeah, there we go. Snappy, though, he did say he was good with the Mac 10. He's going to step up with a couple of kills there. Ends at 9-12. I'm getting nervous again. I said from the start, I thought Vitality could maybe pick up this map. The gentlemen on the desk were all pretty much solidly against Vitality, saying this was going to be a 2 affair. So the way that Ends up playing all of a sudden here, even at the start of the second half, I'm getting a bit nervous. It does start to look like Ents are tuned back in after all the shenanigans. 4 M4s picked up Henry, but no AWP on Saiwu.
Bear in mind, this is one of the cleanest runs we've ever seen in any tournament. Ents are yet to drop a map. We've only seen it a couple of times in CSGO, most notably Navi at Stockholm 2021 and FaZe at IEM New York in 2017. The only 2 times it's happened in CSGO history, so it would be a remarkable achievement to replicate that once again.
That's a rare club to be in.
Oh, absolutely. And they want to be part of it. And after posting 2 very convincing rounds, they're back in the driving seat here, looking to find double digits, some pious position towards top of middle. And we've got M4s across the board here for Vitality. They've still got their smokes, 5 of them to be exact on the CT side, but not much else. Not a defuse kit in sight.
No, that might be a problem. Good Molotov, though. Gonna dislodge Apex from the middle. What a shot, Madden. He blows up Spinks, and again, just leaving Flames alone at the speed bomb site. That's been happening a couple of times. Very hard to play. Some shots coming through, maybe doing a little bit of damage, but yeah, you need to really leg it to get over here. Apex, this is the right move. His teammate needed the rotation. And Ends up called for a freeze. They're still putting pressure on the A-bomb site and putting pressure on Vitality. Snappy just looking for the opening. Magisk is calling it in, realizing they're losing Nerds in the meantime. Still a 4-on-4 here, and the bomb is making its way back. They feel like it's open. I feel like Magisk could be in a prime position to win this round.
Oh, what a shot from Zaiwu, though. Pulling back the man advantage out of nowhere. Oh, he saves the round. Snappy was found in CT spawn as well. Now it is just down to Sunpius. Bombarded by bullets, he'll be taken down from the ramp as well. No plant for him, a round that's recovered, resuscitated by Team Vitality, and most notably ZywOo, who's playing a blinder here on Mirage. He's currently 23 and 14. As we get into round number 23 here, plenty of cash for Ence, but after that opening frag, you'd think they'd do a lot more with the round, especially with Snappy making his way towards CT spawn. But here he is, the chosen one, managing to show us how good he is with the M4. He's not just a one-trick pony by any stretch of the imagination.
Definitely not. In fact, I think more of his kills these days are really coming with the rifles than with the AWP even. He's just such a versatile player. But yeah, that round, I think having Magus gets the linchpin over by the A-ramp, obviously a huge deal. Vitality felt in control the whole time, in spite of the fact that Snappy did get real deep towards the CT spawn, just didn't really make a difference at the end. Not a lot of cash on really either side here. No one is filthy rich at the moment. Vitality just need 3 rounds. It seems so doable. If they win this one, they're almost there. They can taste the victory, at least on this map. Does he see the guys? He absolutely does. Diha, though, nearly eats the flashbang. Some good sprays coming through. He's still alive somehow. And falling back, that's lucky.
Surprising. Flames comes out on top there after his barrel was exposed. They'll continue with the B split, though. Diha remains in towards the B apartment. His teammates making their way up shore. Connector is smoked, and Snappy will control the flanks as well. Flames missing the jump in towards the window here. Discombobulates to defense, and you can see he's out of position. Madden has found him, and they've cracked open the B bomb site here. It's down to Flames. Nothing can be done. And you're right, this would have been a huge round for Vitality to pick up. Might have sealed the deal, to be honest with you, but no, they have been denied. After a missed jump, Flames out of position, taken down by the B split.
A stumble, fumble into an attempted boost up on that little box, and they just are absolutely caught dead to rights. Say the line, Henry.
What a blunder.
You've done it.
I don't think I've said it this tournament yet, so there it is. We've got it in the grand final.
Oh, at least they get to save the AWP on ZywOo. That's something.
Yes, indeed. They will save something here. A couple of rifles, most notably an AK-47 for Apex as well. And yes, indeed, that all for ZywOo as they hold in towards the Palace. Ence found double digits, though, and a very clean round, Anders. 5 players survive here, barely took any damage on routes. And that's it. Not much to speak of there. It's going to be Vitality still with enough to work with here, but they're going to have to maybe take a tactical pause just to juggle around the utility and the weaponry they have. We'll see whether that's going to be the case, but Ence with a convincing one, and now with 4 rounds on their T-side campaign after losing the pistol.
If I hadn't seen Anubis in the first half, I'd be so much more confident in this scoreline, but it just feels like such a brittle lead that they've got going into this one. 3-round lead, and they keep making a couple of mistakes. They keep on giving a couple of leads. I'm just not very convinced at the moment, I've got to say. Let's see what Vitality can bring to this one. They have a lot fewer grenades, like you said, a lot fewer than they would want in this round, and looks like Ence are going to take a very passive approach. You can tell that by the fact that the bomb is back in T-spawn. Always a dead giveaway that the Ts are going to be looking for an opening rather than just going for a full execute. Plenty of grenades to try and do it with, and we'll see if Vitality can keep their cool here. Definitely will benefit them if they just chill out a little bit and don't use all of their grenades. There's one. Flames looking right over, and Snappy probably a little bit too predictable on this particular play. Some highest, though, good to get the kill back. And it's a nice wide swing.
Yeah, lovely shots this round. Both teams demonstrating a high caliber of skill. It's the man advantage for Ence right now, though. 4 versus 3. Madden is low. No, it's rotating. Got plenty of time here. Still got a minute on the clock. The bomb positioned towards a ramp, and they're waiting for any sort of CT reactions right now. Seeing if there's a flank coming through. ZywOo holding towards the B bomb side with that AWP, leaving Magus and Flames alone on the A site. And here comes a commitment. I think it's just a contact play out of the Palace right now.
Yeah, I thought Madden was going to make some noise, but he's been smoked off. I think they want to try and sell that idea, but yeah, no selling left. They're going to go straight for it. Magus down. They're all the way around him. He has to go huge.
Oh, what a shot.
Pius with the drop down. Takes out Magus, and a follow-up headshot. The round is done. ZywOo never even getting close enough to the bomb side here. He's going to get the kill, but on a 1 versus 4, and the weight of this one rifle, it's so expensive. If he gives it up, he can't rebuy it for at least a couple of rounds, and he's going to walk with his back turned right into Madden. Will take him down. Another brilliant round coming out from Ence.
Yeah, nice and slow, methodical, working those picks, pincering bomb sites, catching players out of position. It's a wonderful sight. And Sampaio continuing this strong form in the grand final. He posted a 1.62 rating, 23 kills in the first map, and continues to find frag after frag here. Beautifully done there. Quick scope towards Magisk, who was toward the shadow position, made him with the flank. And we've got another partial buy situation. Vitality operating with pistols and a scout. We've seen plenty of these rounds fall apart in the first half. Maybe there's something to be said here, but it's going to be a very arduous task here for Vitality. They're towards the underpass position at least. We've got Flames down there, tucking himself in. And Diha, oh my goodness, gets dinged. He's going to go down here for sure.
Hunted. That is a sick pop flash. Now let's see what they could do to bring it back. Snappy, at least good in the middle to bring down Saivu, and they know that there was going to be someone in the window for the pop flash, so they had a bit of information, but that AK has been stolen on over, and they don't know about the scout that's in play yet. This is real tricky. A 4-on-4, the pressure is on. There's the first scout tag. Careful there, they're instantly going to fall away. They don't want to fight it, and I think this is the smart move. They just have to make it past Apex.
And he's got that P250. Probably gets a bit more than you expected there. That will absolutely do. Unfortunately for Flames, though, he's been extinguished. And that might be it. 3 versus 2. They know exactly what Magisk is. He'll be dropped, and now Spinks with the scouts. Might be able to get this kill, but clambering away from the situation. He will survive on 9 points of health. That's Madden. Spinks now just hoping he can find one, but not going to happen. 13-12. Could they do it? The dream run. Picking up the trophy and the championship without dropping a single map. Now it's a reality. 13-12. That was the partial buy for Team Vitality, so we're back into the gun rounds here, but resource is still low. Zywood couldn't afford the AWP. He's back down to the M4 here, but he's been performing very well with the rifles, and they are kind of leaning towards that. I think this is a trademark snappy execution off the get-go. They do love their set pieces, their fast-paced gameplay, and we're focused down towards middle. This might be the perfect call here. It'll be very difficult to retake with the smokes down towards connector. Speaking of which, Major's trying to block off the A site. He is the only player on this side of the map right now, and they're starting to realize this could be coming in. Transitioning from the connector. They are arriving at the scene of the crime, and here it comes. Full commitment now.
You painted the picture for us, Henry. You're right. They're struggling to get back to the site. They want to help out Magisk. He's alone here. Flashbang dives down and hits straight in his eyes, but he's good for the first one. The spray, magnificent. The follow-up headshot. He's done so much work to keep the dream alive here. Snappy will finally spray him down through the wall, and Sunfires, that's a suspicious gap. Apex goes down, but the Spaniard's going to get out-dueled. It's Saivu on the other side. It's still a 2-on-3, and the bomb plant not even close to happening here. Vitality, they've all shown up. They're ready to try and see if they can bring this home. Nerds up from the Palace will be able to take down Spinks, and it leaves it in a 2 versus 2 with 55 seconds, and they're not going to wait. I love this. Instead of allowing them to relocate, they shut it down. They find Snappy, and it leaves Nerds. 45 seconds, Henry. Do you believe?
I don't. Not right now. But Nerds, he might have something else in mind here. He's going to be going towards top and middle. Half HP, no utility, and they've got the bomb within their grasp here. So what's the play? Do you just try and get a backstab going? First port of call is going to bring this down to a 1-on-1 if he can possibly do so. 30 seconds now, and I think he's going to be spotted, and it's going to be a pretty convincing round there for Team Vitality. Touching distance now, we're picking up the second map. Their pick of Mirage, 14-12 overall, but loads of money available for Ence after posting 3 rounds in a row, and pretty clean ones at that. So Vitality, a must-win round there, and managing to keep everything stable for now. Can they justify an AWP, though?
Yeah, that's a really big question for them. I doubt it. Sunfires has picked up one. They've got so much money on that.
They managed to grab it from the previous round. It's on the floor. So an AWP is available for Zywu.
That's good news.
That is good news. He's on 26 kills right now. He's had a turbulent tournament, I would say. Yesterday, you thought like they were down and out against G2. It looked like they were done. But then in the last 7 rounds, he went absolutely berserk on them. So starting to show some of that world-class form in regulation at least. And it might be enough to get them over the finish line of Mirage and take us to Nuke. Ence will have another buy available here. And a FAMAS for Apex. So not out of the woods just yet. 3 players go for the murder hole. And maybe looking to challenge the top of middle where Sunfires is waiting for him.
Oh, he's jumping right on top. It's a scary play. Could have cost him his life, and it will. He can't escape. Madden was there, but he didn't want to swing to try and help him out. Sunfires is out of the round. It's a brilliant start. If Vitality win this one, they're so much closer to actually getting that 3rd map and staying in the grand final, putting a real dampener on Ence. Snappy moving up. He's got Apex locked in the corner, wants to use the Molotov. It's actually Nerds on the other side, able to pick it up. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's another scrappy round here. Not clear who has the advantage right now. Snappy with connector control. Flames trying to answer back here, and he will do so. Lovely spray there towards top of middle. We'll find Madden. Snappy very low on health as well. 2 points to be exact, and he'll be dropped. So it looks like this one is done. They're going to find map points here, no problem. Diha and Nerds remain. Oh, maybe there's a few more twists and turns. Yeah, that is a beautiful shot.
They still have the time for it. Diha just trying to make himself as small a target as possible in the middle, hoping that someone makes one more mistake. Slight one given up there at the A-bomb site. Here's the problem for you. Saiwu's holding CT spawn with an AWP, and you don't really have the tools to get rid of him. You can't easily smoke him off. Even if you could, he's going to be playing on top of it. No question about it. 28 seconds, Henrias. They're getting a little bit closer, but the bomb plant, where do you put it down? You're either going to be exposed from connector or towards Saiwu. I don't think there's any real way out here. Nerds is going to give it a shot. Oh! Flames lighting him up, and through the smoke, he's going to be getting the kill first on Nerds, then on Diha. Absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, not his first rodeo. He knew exactly what they were up to there. Saw the smoke going down. A preemptive shot to deny the plant, and it will be map point for Team Vitality here. 15-12, Ence winning 3 rounds in a row to take us to overtime, and it all started with this beautiful spray down towards top and middle. Flames managing to find frag after frag. Great awareness here. A quad kill in total, and it will be just one more round required for Vitality to take us to nuke. Well, hopefully we can restart the hype. I feel like the technical timeout slowed things down a little bit.
Probably did for the teams as well.
Yeah, I think we need a bit of a reset here. So I'm more than happy that we're going to be going to a third potentially. Let's see if Ence can't do anything with this particular round. They have 4 AKs and a D-Hab.
Truth is, with the Vitality economy, if Ence win this round, overtime is still a real conversation to be had. I would love it though. Nuke is my favorite map, so I am into it if we get there. Apex with a deep Molotov. He's not going to get any kind of a peek coming out from Sunpires, but look at Nerds walking right underneath. It might be almost a free kill here. They're going to get maddened before that happens, but at least they can trade it. Sunpires goes down, and Nerds, where's the communication? Apex surely would have known there was someone in the middle. I'm a little bit confused. 3 on 3, and a good flick from Saiwu. Smites Snappy coming out of the palace and is ready for more. Diha low on health, and he's relentless now. Saiwu wants the kills. They're coming close. They're hunting him down. Spinks to save his teammate. It's unbelievable. Just Diha left in a 1 versus 3. The spray and the Molotov, and a swift turn to the 1 versus 1. The Flames is on the other side. He's got every chance of this. Diha faking it once, throwing up the Molotov and the smoke, and he almost had the headshot. It's not enough. Flames will take him down.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Nuke is confirmed. Saiwu wakes up in the grand final, posting 29 frags in total. An excellent performance. And it is Ence that give up their first map of the tournament. Maybe a sign of things to come as we have Nuke coming up next.